Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Preston here from Bull City Reader and welcome to today's video. So this is a video I have been talking about doing and some people have wanted to see it. Today I'm going to be comparing some OwlCrate subscriptions that I paid for myself, that I've been doing for several months. And then at the end I'll tell you which OwlCrate services I decided to keep and which ones I decided to get rid of. So let's just jump on into it. So there are 3 book subscriptions that I signed up for when I did my research. At the time I was kind of in a YA mood. I do like reading YA, specifically YA science fiction or YA fantasy. Those are kind of the ones that I like. I'm not huge into contemporary. I just feel like they're a little cheesy, but you know, I was willing to give them a shot. So when I was looking at OwlCrate services, some of the popular ones are OwlCrate, Whimsify. There's one called Book of the Month, and other ones like that. Book of the Month, you only get books, so I didn't sign up for that one because I could just go to stores and buy the book. So the ones I decided to go with OwlCrate, Whimsify, and PageHabit. Those are the 3. OwlCrate's really popular. I would say the most popular, followed by Whimsify. And then I found out about PageHabit. So I'm just going to kind of tell you like a broad overall view for these. So I'm going to lump OwlCrate and Whimsify together and then put PageHabit separate from those two because they're different. Whimsify and OwlCrate are kind of the same. There's only one thing that really sets them apart, and then PageHabit's completely different. So Whimsify and OwlCrate are monthly YA book crate services you can sign up for. They're fairly close in price. Each month you get a brand new release hardback YA book. A lot of the times it is a YA, like sci-fi fantasy kind of story. There are some contemporaries they'll put in there along the way. Maybe a couple times a year or several times a year, but for the most part it is going to be a dystopian sci-fi fantasy kind of story. With OwlCrate and Whimsify, besides the book, you're going to get like 5 to 6 bookish goods that go along with other books in the YA genre of books. All the bookish goods will tie into other books somehow, inspired by other books and series. So that's kind of like the overall view of them. So what is it that sets them apart? So what really sets Whimsify and OwlCrate apart? To me, OwlCrate really stands apart from Whimsify. And what makes OwlCrate stand out from Whimsify is the fact that each month your book's going to have a cover that is different than what's released in the stores. So for example, one month we got a book called From Twinkle with Love. So what's the same in this book as in stores? So this book, what's the same is the girl and the camera and the font. And then the back's the same and the font on the side's the same. But that's it. What's different about this book is the coloring. The color behind the words, the color of the shirt that the girl's wearing, and the color of the spine. The color on these books is different than what was released in stores. Another example of this is going to be the book I just did an unboxing for. You know, I'll throw that down in the description. Is Mirage. So Mirage is the latest book that OwlCrate released. The design on the cover, all of this is the same, but what's different in this book versus what you get in the stores is the background color. This is more of like a dark, really dark, almost black cover, where in the store it's more of a purple color. So that's the difference. Both subscription services, the book's going to be either signed by the author or have a book plate. Whimsify does not do exclusive covers, or at least when I was subscribed, I never got an exclusive cover. OwlCrate is exclusive every time. This is one book from Whimsify I'm real excited to read called Contagion. This is the exact same cover of the book that you can find in stores. There's nothing different about it, but they do send you a book plate. I did put it in here and it's signed by the author. So that is kind of those book services, those are the same. Now PageHabit is a subscription service, and I'm just going to say this up front. PageHabit is closed. They just closed last month. They're no longer a company, which to me is really sad. I really enjoyed PageHabit. But what set PageHabit? So PageHabit was a subscription service, but it wasn't just YA. You could do YA, you could do mystery thriller, general fiction, maybe romance. There was sci-fi, there was fantasy. So you could choose your genre. I believe, I'll come back to price on OwlCrate and Whimsify. With PageHabit, it was $29.99 plus shipping, I believe. So it was like a little over $30 each month. But the one thing to me that set PageHabit apart from the others is, so you get the book, you get a letter from the author, which you do with the other services as well. Their books were not signed by the author at PageHabit. This was the last one they sent out, and there was a little controversy with the final month. They were just sending out, from what people say, they were just sending out supply they had left. So apparently this is a book they had already done, but I hadn't received it when I was with them, since I was only with them for like 3 months. But let's see if I can get it. So on the cover you get a post-it note that says, look inside for my annotations. And then see if I can get it to show up. Probably not. But going down here, it's hard to see. There are post-it notes. And as you read with the story, there will be a post-it note on a page with an annotation telling you something about something behind the story, inspiration, just some little behind-the-scenes stuff from the author. To me, I loved it. It's such a little touch that just helps you get inside the story a little bit more and helps you get inside the author's mind. So that was kind of PageHabit. Each month you got the book, plus you got bookish goods. Now, one thing that PageHabit did is, so like I said, they had 6 or 7 boxes you could get. All the bookish goods were the same. They weren't inspired by other books or series. You actually got functional stuff. For me, functional stuff that I used more stuff out of PageHabit than I did out of the other book boxes. There would be pens, post-it notes, all of them give you bookmarks. They've done, I didn't get any, but I've seen in PageHabit where you would get like book lights and things like that. You got functional stuff to go with it, and all the bookish goods were the same in each box. Also with PageHabit, you could sign up for one box, and then for $19.99, you could add any of the other genres that you wanted to. So what I did at the end is I was signed up for their YA, and I told them I also wanted to get mystery, their mystery books and their mystery book, and also their science fiction book I wanted to get, but they closed before I could get that next box. And it was $19.99 for each extra book that you wanted to get. So that was also a really cool service that they offered. I hope at some point they'll open back up, or I hope at some point somebody opens up a service like PageHabit. So those are all the book kind of boxes in a whole. And like I said, I've already told you what I liked about OwlCrate and Whimsify. Now, I didn't tell you about the price for OwlCrate and Whimsify. So OwlCrate, I had to pull up my bank account so I could go back and look at my last charges. So OwlCrate was, I believe it's $29.99 plus shipping with them. My total with OwlCrate each month, and it could be based on where you live. So from where I live, from OwlCrate, my shipping brought my monthly charge to $37.98, and then Whimsify was $30-something a month, I believe. And after shipping, my Whimsify subscription was $42.70. So this is where I'm going to talk about the bad parts of the book crate services. And to me, it just really boils down for one thing. I don't have anything bad to say about PageHabit other than the fact they closed down. I wish they didn't. So with Whimsify and OwlCrate, I'm just going to show you, I'm going to see if they're in here. So most hardback YA books, this one with Whimsify with the alternate cover on the back, they still have the price. This one, if I can get it to show up, is $18.99 for a hardback. This one from Whimsify at the bottom tells you it's $17.99. So most YA hardback books are going to be around the $20 mark, brand new, in the stores. Now, I'm a Barnes & Noble member, so I get discounts. I get 10% off anything that I buy. That's on top of any sales they might have going on. Sometimes it's 20% off new releases, so I get 30% off. So you can see where I'm going with this. Price-wise, for me, OwlCrate and Whimsify don't work. And the reason why I say they don't work for me is because OwlCrate and Whimsify cater to females. The stuff that comes inside the crates, I don't think there was anything inside the crates from OwlCrate or Whimsify besides bookmarks. I have some over here. I love bookmarks. I think I did keep some of the art. Like here's one of the latest pieces of art that's based on V.E. Schwab's, one of V.E. Schwab's books. So, but they cater towards the female population. So with Whimsify and OwlCrate, you get a lot of candles, you get a lot of like bath salts or bath bombs, you get lip balms, nail polish, earrings that are kind of, you know, girly, necklaces that are girly. You get things that are aimed towards the female side. And a lot of it is stuff my wife wouldn't even use. So it's stuff we've either had to throw away or I'm starting to give it to my nieces because it's something that they'll like. So that's, to me, that's one of the big downfalls with OwlCrate and Whimsify is the fact that they only seem to market their stuff towards females. If they did stuff that was more gender neutral or even had the subscription service but with more male stuff inside, then I probably would have kept them. But since they don't, I don't use any of the stuff, and there's no point in me paying $40 a month. You know, they're both average $40 a month for a book that I can go get without my membership somewhere for $17.99, $18.99, $20 after tax, a little over $20. To me, it's not worth it, even though Whimsify does give you alternate covers. It's not, an alternate cover's not, to me, not worth an extra $10 unless it's just something spectacular. So that's another downfall. To me, that's the biggest downfall with Whimsify and OwlCrate is the fact they don't have any book subscription services. Like I said, I was fine with the books that we got. I like the books. I'm interested in the books, except for from Twinkle with Love. It's trash. Don't read it. But I was interested in all the books. It's just that the stuff that comes inside isn't worth it to me. The stuff inside sucks. The other thing that I think is a downfall and a negative to Whimsify and OwlCrate is they seem to do the same authors and series for bookish goods. Multiple times I got stuff based on V.E. Schwab's A Darker Shade of Magic. Multiple times we would get stuff based on Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo or the Shadow and Bone series by Leigh Bardugo. They seem to really like the same authors when it comes to bookish goods. So you kind of start seeing the same authors over and over for the bookish goods. Now they'll get bookish goods from other companies, or they will get the bookish goods from different companies. So even though they tend to do a lot of the same authors and popular series for the bookish goods, it is different stuff, but at the same time it does, to me, I only did each of these services for like 4 or 5 months. The bookish goods, I saw repetition in the series and authors that inspired the bookish goods, and to me that's another downfall, another negative to them. So with the shipping, there is good and bad with the shipping. For me, OwlCrate nails shipping. OwlCrate, they will ship their stuff out and it would come from Oregon. So they're on the West Coast. I'm on the East Coast. I'm in North Carolina. They would ship their stuff out. I'm just going to use a general day for example, but they would ship their stuff out somewhere, let's just say Monday. I would get it Wednesday. Now, Whimsify, to me, here's another negative on Whimsify. Whimsify came out of Florida. It would take longer for me to get my box from Florida to North Carolina. At time of recording this, today is September 22nd. I have already recorded and released my unboxing for September for OwlCrate. As of the 22nd of September, Whimsify still has not shipped. I just released a video a little over a week ago because last month they had problems with their getting one of the bookish goods from the vendor. The vendor didn't get it on time to them, so we didn't get our boxes till like 2 or 3 weeks after we were supposed to. Whimsify OwlCrates will come somewhere around like the 20th to 23rd of the month. You'll get your OwlCrate. Whimsify, they normally ship their stuff somewhere around the 23rd-ish. Since today's Saturday the 22nd and I haven't received any shipping information, I'm hoping to get my shipping information on Monday, which means it's probably not going to leave their place until like Tuesday. I'm hoping to maybe have my Whimsify at the end of this month. So just know with Whimsify, you're going to get charged. I believe OwlCrate and Whimsify charge at the same time. They charge you at the beginning of the month. For me, with the boxes I got, I got my OwlCrate around the 20th, 21st, 22nd of the month. Whimsify's pushing the end of the month. You're not going to get it till the 30th, the 27th, the 28th, the 29th. Like, it's going to be near the end of the month. So keep that in mind. A plus for OwlCrate, negative for Whimsify. Now, what book box would I go with? None of them. So I loved PageHabit. If PageHabit didn't close down, I would still be getting PageHabit. But since they closed, I'm no longer getting PageHabit. So the only book crates I were getting were Whimsify and OwlCrate, and I've canceled them. The big thing for me was it wasn't worth $40 for me to get a book and the bookish goods get thrown in the trash or given away. My wife likes some of the candles, she likes some of the bath stuff, but to me it's just not worth the money because you're getting a small sample. I can go get bigger candles from Yankee Candle and the book from the bookstore and still pay less than I am with them. So until Whimsify, until OwlCrate does boxes that are more gender neutral or give you an option to get a box each month that has more products aimed towards males, I'm not going to sign up for them. So there is a book subscription service I was interested in, but after the shipping price, to me, I didn't get it because of the price after shipping. But it's called Fairy Loot. Fairy Loot is 26 pounds per month. So the currency changes, as you know, daily pretty much. Converting the pound to the dollar, it's 26 British pounds per month. Right now it's $33.99 per month plus shipping. I forget how much shipping was, but to me it just didn't make the box worth it. Again, it's along the same lines of OwlCrate and Whimsify from what I saw with other booktubers I follow that get it. So if you get it here in the United States, you will get a little bit later because it's coming overseas to get to you. I don't think that they got exclusive covers, but I feel like maybe their bookish goods, even though aimed towards females again, were better. I feel like they were slightly better than what you got with OwlCrate and Whimsify. So that could be something else for you to look at if you're interested in YA subscription book boxes is Fairy Loot. You know, check them out. It may be worth it to you. But like I said, until I can find, if you know of one, comment down below. But until I can find a book subscription service that doesn't aim its bookish goods, it doesn't market it towards females, and they do more gender neutral or give you an option to get a box with male products aimed towards males, I'm not going to sign up for a book subscription service. I'll just save my money. I can find out what books they do each month, and if the book sounds interesting, I can go get it a lot cheaper at the bookstore since I'm a member at Barnes & Noble. So to me, they're not worth it. So that's my opinion. Like I said, my opinion could be different than yours, which is fine. Comment down below and let me know, are you getting book subscription services and which ones? Do you like them? Or, do you like them? Do you agree with what I said? Do you disagree with what I said? Which is totally cool. And, we can start a conversation or whatever. But let me know down in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, like I said. But anyway, guys, that's it for this video. I hope it helped you out. If you have any questions or I didn't answer anything, leave them in the comments and I'll answer them. I try to answer every comment that I get on my videos. So anyway, guys, until next time, keep reading and I will see you in the next video. Bye.